Day 6 is dawning slowly. For me, this is the hardest day of the hike usually. So I'm not looking forward to it. It's already been a really hard hike this year. I hope I've got enough left in me for this one. A lot of elevation. Down, up, down, up. In the last climb, you got to carry water. A lot of water. There's no water up there. But some breakfast and some coffee. My clothes are all wet from the dew, so gotta remember that happens up here. Some places you just shouldn't leave your clothes out to dry. They'll only get wetter. But the birds are singing. And the sun is shining for now. Yeah, it looks like a beautiful day. We'll see how it goes. We got some more work to do here, but this was so pretty I thought I would share it. And I wanted to complain about how hard it's going to be. There's nobody here to complain to. You may have heard me complain about the water. I'll try not to fall in. But yeah, it's just barely trickling. If the pipe was working. I don't know anything about that, or I would fix it. But I don't know the mechanics of a pipe spring. I don't want to mess with it. But yeah, it's not good. I just couldn't carry water up. I usually do trail work trips up here and camp up here. I always bring water up. Mostly to avoid having to walk down the hill to the water here. Even when it's flowing good, it's a long walk from the campsite. It's not far, it's just straight down, straight up with a bag of water. Heavy dew last night. All my clothes were soaking wet when I woke up, so broke out fresh clothes. What I can anyway. Pants are wet. Pack is wet. But I got a dry shirt on for a few minutes anyway. Probably should have gotten up earlier if I was going to try to beat the crowds to the top of Table Rock, but it'll save me time. I won't waste any time there if it's full of people. Heck, if I can see the crowd from up above, I might not even walk down. Just save the effort. It's a beautiful spot, but not when it's full of people. I always get nervous somebody's going to push me off. Alright, I'm not warmed up. I need the poles to get up this hill. I'll see you later. The birds are just going off up here. It's beautiful. That's Mud Pond Ridge. That's what we came over just before we camped yesterday. Well, you didn't see that. I don't think I shot any video. I was beat up. I was trying to make it to camp before I died. And I did. In case you're wondering, I lived. But it was touch and go. It always is. Go when you're young. Don't wait till you're an old fat man like me. We're going that way, we're going this way. See some moose prints. Grass is wet. Sanguinary Summit. A surprisingly steamy climb up here. I think it's the humidity, not the temperature. Or it could have been the vertical. Now we get to go down. Later there'll be more up. But yeah, I don't know. It's like the 4th time I've been through there, but large parts of that didn't look familiar at all. Not sure what that means. This part looks familiar. I know this part really well, but there were some parts on the climb up there I didn't remember. I'm thinking this is the trail. Oh yeah, sure, there's a blaze over there. There's 2 of them down there. That must mean something. Had to stop and tear down a fire ring up there. Apparently somebody doesn't believe in following the rules, because you're not supposed to camp up there. Certainly not supposed to start a fire up there. But you know how rule breakers are. Once they start breaking them, they might as well break them all. Well, I'm going to break out my poles because this is a vertical descent. Fast with poles, deadly without. Such a beautiful place. It's a shame it's just laying there. Sure wish they'd reopen it. I'd stay there. It looks like a beautiful place to stay. I don't know if I could afford to stay there, but it just seems a shame that it's been sitting here empty all these years. Oh well. Miles to go. Rolling down the hill pretty well here. Surprising amount of ups. I've forgotten about the uphill sections on this downhill. But rolling along. Starting to hear traffic. This is a pretty nice spot. I could take a nap. See Table Rock over there. Wish there was a bridge across. You gotta go all the way down, all the way back up. There's a nice breeze here. Pretty happy while I'm stopped. Not sure about those clouds. Last weather forecast I saw, it didn't say it was going to rain today, but things change. Oh man, I'm sleepy. But that water's cold. Beautiful spot. It's the flume. We're almost at the bottom of the notch. Almost. There it is. That's some friendly day hikers on their way up the hill. Won't be surprised if we don't meet some more on the other side. Ooh. As we die here. Yeah, it's Saturday, so the people are going to be out. I'm going to take a chance and not get water here. Get it on the other side. I'm not on the right trail. That goes over there to the flume. Well, let's go take a look. I never even saw this trail before. I'm seeing all sorts of things on this trip I've never seen before. Oh my. Oh, that was definitely worth a few steps. Wow, nice swimming hole. Well, not swimming, but cooling off hole. Miles to go before I sleep. A lot of miles, hard miles. Figured I'd better show you the lower cascade. By the time I get up to the upper one, I'll be huffing and puffing pretty hard. This is a short but vicious climb up towards Table Rock. I guess I've done steeper. Always carrying a lot of water up this hill. Won't see any water until just before Baldhead. Or before the climb up there anyway. Oh. Well then. Yeah, I should be a day hiker. I'd be done. Oh well. We'll see you at the top. Here's your view of Table Rock. I am not spending the energy and the time to go over there today. And not just because of the crowds. I have neither the time nor the energy. Wow. Hour and 15 minutes to get up here. I was going slow, trying to save my sweat for later in the day. I know I got that Baldhead climb. But man, feeling old. It's pretty, but it's pretty hard. Sorry for the wind, but it's windy. I almost forgot to show you the view. First I was in a hurry to eat, and then I was in a hurry to leave. This must have been quite the ski place. It seems like it's got some pretty good drop-off. Never skied New England. I've skied California and skied Colorado. But they should open this place up. It holds up a cell tower and it holds up a bunch of windmills, but that one looks like it drops off precipitously. I gotta check my stats from previous years, see what time I usually get here. I feel like I'm going slow today. I've been trying to go slow to save energy, but I do kind of want to get to where I'm going before nightfall. This one looks a little more gentle, and then it drops off. Not sure if you could hear those things. Make kind of a big whooshing sound. Saw some day hikers. They passed me on the way up. That's where they went, was up to the top of Dixville Peak. We're right near the top of Dixville Peak, but the actual peak is over there. Coming and going, north and south. Now we'll go kind of down and then up and down and up, up. Then a long road walk down. Oh God. One step at a time. That's all I can do. Well, I survived the evil climb up to the road that we'll take to go down. I've never understood why the trail comes up this way, but it does, so I follow it. I'm thinking those windmills are new. They were hauling stuff up to make a new one when I gave them up last year. I don't remember them being that close before. Oh man. A lot of troubles. Gotta go down this road and up the mountain. Really sure where my mountain is. I'd like to point at it from here and say there it is, but I'd have to get out my map and the compass. At this point, I'll be lucky to get there in time for dinner. So wherever it is, that's where it is. But at least we're going down for a little bit. This road is hard, but so much climbing on this day. And it's not gentle climbing, it's all ugly climbing. It makes me wonder if maybe the trail's supposed to be hiked the other direction. But I hear southbound you get to go up the side of the mountains that the glaciers rounded off. And northbound you got to go up the steep sides on the other side. So maybe it's worse going north. I don't know. Well, the road is boring, and I certainly am not an excellent conversationalist at this point, so. Yay! I saw the turn. Yes. To Nash Stream. That's where we're headed. Not today. But if we survive today, we'll go there tomorrow. Guessing the sweeper crew didn't come through here. This was logged last year, the year before. I actually found it easier to follow the trail after the logging, which is unusual. But they were pretty nice about the trail. They didn't destroy it. You can see they left this little stand of trees right here. These are small trees, they didn't need these anyway, but yeah, I'm heavy. I got 3 days of food and enough water to get me down through Gadwa Notch tomorrow, because I hear Gadwa has been dry already. So I need enough water for tonight, 10 in the morning, and then to hike for a few hours, including a climb up out of that notch. Oh no! I'm sorry you had to hear that. It was painful for me, but well, this is going to be a really long slog up to the top of the mountain, and I may not be feeling well by the time I get up there. So if I don't video anymore today, then that's for the best. But we'll see. Well, apparently I climbed up here a lot faster than I thought I would. A lot better shape than I thought I would, because you're getting a good night message. Baldhead shelter. It's quite the beast. I spent a few windy, cold nights in there. I'm glad to have it. It blocks some of the wind. It gets really windy up here. Not sure if I can get you the view. These trees have kind of grown in. And then I discovered something I've never seen before. I assume it's always been here and I've just never noticed it. But there's a spot back here I can set up my hammock. I'm going to be very happy now. I thought I was sleeping on the boards tonight. So I'm pretty happy about this. I brought my air mattress in case I wanted to sleep in a shelter. Came in soaking wet and pouring rain. Shelter's a nice thing to have. Yeah, they updated the outhouse a few years ago, I seem to recall. I think they kept the roof and built a new cab or something. They're always doing something nice. Some idiot built a fire, of course, because you know how idiots are. Signs all over the place that say, don't build a fire here. So, naturally, that's what they gotta do. But yeah, I heard a woodpecker earlier. A lot of far off noises. I can't tell if I'm hearing people or animals. Don't know. I'm gonna say goodnight because it's gonna get dark. I want to get in bed and put my feet up. But this was day 6. We've reached the point where I've lost count. I know where I am. I know where I'm going. But yeah, I don't really remember how many days it took me to do it. No, it's Saturday. It's 6 days. A couple more days and we get either an off day or we'll go home. We'll see. I was hoping it was going to rain and then I'd feel better about heading up to the Kilkenny, but it looks like it's not going to be much. Just enough to get me wet on Monday. Maybe keep me from climbing Percy, which is okay. I love going up there, but it's a lot of trouble. You got to climb up to the top of the mountain and then climb up to the top of the mountain. So. Well, I'm going to leave you with something prettier than my face. Night, night.